Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel, Dash Initiative. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who supported me in my first video by liking, subscribing, commenting and sharing this video with your friends and families. I didn't take all that for granted. I'm so very grateful for you. Without you, I know I can't move forward. So thank you so much. And today I'm going to be giving us a little peek into what we're going to be sharing on this channel for the next 7 weeks. Okay, so the topic is things I wished I had known before I got married. Things I wished I had known before I got married. Now, these are marriage preparation tips for intending couples. So if you're in courtship and you're hoping, to have a successful marriage in the future, then this series is for you. And if you're equally married and you're hoping to have, a better relationship in your marriage, then you will also benefit from this series. Now, a lot of us, before we got married, we had a lot of expectations on who we want to get married to, how we want our marriages to be. But whether we like it or not, usually what we expect is not what we get when we get into the marriage relationship. And so most people, because they don't prepare adequately, because they already have those high expectations, so they start having problems in their marriages when they didn't get the expectations that they were looking for. So on this series, we are going to be taking us on a trip on what we need to do in order to prepare, adequately for marriage before we go into it. So in the first week, we're going to be talking on premarital preparations, things we need to do, things we need to stop doing, things we need to learn, and things we need to unlearn in order for us, to prepare, for a lasting and then blissful marriage. And then in the second week, we're going to be talking on lasting love is created and not found. Lasting love is created and not found. What is lasting love? How is it created? So this is what we're going to be talking about in the second week. In the third week, we're going to be addressing negative behaviors before marriage. Addressing negative behaviors before marriage. Many of us, before now, we are already formed, in our behaviors and attitudes. And there are some attitudes, and behaviors that we have that are negative, that if we take them into our marriage relationship, they are going to constitute, negative energies that could cause problem in our marriages. So we need to talk about how we can deal with all those negative behaviors before we go into our marriage relationship. And in the fourth week, we're going to be talking on practicing intentional forgiveness. Practicing intentional forgiveness. Now, marriage is a union of two people, two forgiving people coming together, to live together as husband and wife. So before you go into that marriage relationship, you need to make up your mind, because I tell you, offenses will come in marriage because you're two different people from two different backgrounds coming together, as husband and wife. So offenses is bound to come. So you need to make up your mind before you go into that relationship that I will always forgive my husband or my wife, whenever he or she offends me. And thereby having, that will help you to have, a lasting and blissful and peaceful marriage relationship. And in the fourth week, we are going to be talking on dealing with financial problem. This is a very broad topic, and it's one out of three things that usually cause problem in most marriages: finances. So we are going to delve going to delve deep into this topic. And then in the sixth week, we are going to talk on sex in marriage. This is another thing that causes problem in most marriages. Sex. I tell you, when in your marriage you put God, you put Jesus at the center, and then the next thing you should add to it is sex. If you don't have a robust, a healthy sex life, it's going to, affect your marriage relationship. Okay, so we can't have too much of sex. We can't talk too much about it. So this section also promises, to be interesting. So I would like you to stay tuned and not miss any of this series. And then lastly, we're going to be talking in the seventh week about communication in marriage. This is the third, main thing that causes problems in most marriages. couples not, communicating with one another, not having time, and alone time from the children, from their business, from their relatives, from, their jobs, from other activities that do not allow them to have time, to actually sit together and communicate. So these are all that we are going to be talking about in this next 7 weeks. Now, we all know that marriage is instituted by God and it's for a lifetime, okay? And it's meant for us to enjoy and not endure. Because many people go into this marriage relationship without adequately preparing or not preparing at all, before they go into it, they start enduring what they are supposed to enjoy. So with the help of God, we're going to, talk intensively on all these, things that we need to do in order for us to prepare ourselves for marriage. So I want to encourage every one of my subscribers, and for those of you that are not already a subscriber, those of you that are not already subscribers on this channel, I would love you if you, so far what I've said, you've gotten value from it. I'd love you to click the subscribe button and subscribe, and then turn on your notification bell so that anytime I post new videos, you'll be among the first people to get it. And then I'll also encourage you to share and to comment. Tell me what you would want me to also talk about. If what I'm talking about right now is not what you want, maybe you want something more, just let me know, then I promise I'll deliver. So thank you for watching, thank you for giving me your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.